Nyob, Milwaukee, and welcome to the special June edition of Nyob Milwaukee TV. I am Malia Zhang. The word Nyob means hello in the Hmong language. It is used to welcome or greet people. So Nyob, and welcome again to our show. Today, we are here at the Save Me Red Carpet event at the Marcus Theater for the Performing Arts. If you didn't already know, Save Me is a film that shines light on mental health in the Hmong community. Stay with us as we take you through tonight's Red Carpet event. The Red Carpet event is just starting and we have plenty of people who have already arrived. Let's check in with John Paul to see who is all here tonight and what's going on with the cultural performances.
Thanks, Malia. We are here at the cultural performance with the Hmong Hafa Lang team in the background. All the spectators are now watching, but please stay tuned and we will come back with more to come.
Thank you, John Paul. We will catch up with him again later on tonight. While the performances was capturing the eyes of many, we were able to catch some people tonight for a quick chat.
Yeah, so my name is Adam Vang, and I play the supporting character A, or also known as Sing.
And I know you guys were working really hard in pre-production. Can you tell me about your guys' experience and, how you guys got the film done so quickly?
It wasn't easy, for sure. Before this whole film, it was a play originally, and then thank you to Nyob, Milwaukee, who gave us the opportunity to make this play into a small short film, and then we all just collaborated together and make this into a short film, and it took about almost 4 to 5 months to kind of get the whole thing done. Sacrificing some time and getting together, shoot some scenes. Yeah.
Hello, so my name is Hope, and I play as Panya, as Shang's friend. So I'm like a protagonist character. I am her friend, and I just help her through the depression that she goes through. So that's basically my main role as her, as the play or the film.
What are you wearing?
So I'm wearing just this blue elegant outfit. I just want to go for a bold color because it is a really nice event, and I feel like blue is also very royal as well. So.
Cool. So her outfit has a statement in it. Along with that, what inspired you to be a part of the Save Me cast and crew, and what made you want to participate in such a great film?
So as I was younger, I always wanted to be an actor. So I actually wanted to volunteer for the play because I was in National Honor Society, and so I thought of it as a volunteer experience. And so I never thought it would be this big, but it's very nice because mental illness is a very huge issue among the Hmong community. So I just felt like it was a very big opportunity for me as well. So I'm really glad that it went this big.
Hi, my name is Elsa Vu. My dance group is Tsai Kai Lee. We're from Milwaukee, Wisconsin here.
I know you guys been around the community for a long time, but how long have you guys been here for?
For Tsai Kai Lee, we started about 3 years ago.
Right, perfect. And how was you guys' group experience performing for us today?
We feel like it's an honor to be here today, to be a part of your program here. I hope that we did contribute some Hmong awareness here too.
Have you guys ever been to the Marcus Performing Arts Center? What are you guys' perspective on this whole event?
For me, it's my first experience. Maybe some girls may have been here before, but I think it's gorgeous. It's beautiful here. Thanks for having us. I think it's a great place to have your program here, especially.
I'm Milwaukee Alderman Tony Zielinski, and I'm running for mayor of Milwaukee.
Thank you, Tony. And how's your perspective so far? How are you enjoying the cultural performances right now?
This is incredible. These performances are incredible. I'm having a great time, and I think that having these performances with educating people about the importance of trauma and recognizing trauma and seeking help for that, because all communities have trauma in one form or another, and people shouldn't be stigmatized for getting help, and they need that help, and that's why this is a great event here.
Yeah, I'm Mandela Barnes, Lieutenant Governor.
So from your perspective so far, how's your experience with this event?
Yeah, we just walked in, but I had a chance to, get a little bit on the front end about what was going on. That's why I wanted to make sure I had a chance to get out here. Actually, record a little video talking about mental health issues here in the state of Wisconsin, and specifically how they impact the Hmong community and how we all have to come together to find solutions.
Did you get a chance to see any cultural performances at all yet?
No, not yet. I did not yet. But it would not be the first time. Very, very significant Hmong population in my high school. And, I was actually part of the Asian Club when I was in high school.
Oh,
yeah, I
nice.
was. So I've been part of a fair share of cultural celebrations.
My name is Cynthia Yang, and I play Shing in the film.
With you playing such a major role in Save Me, how was your experience in the pre-production of the film?
I think that from the very beginning, we started as a small play, and then after being requested to move to a very big project, such as like an actual film that's going to be filmed and not performed on stage, it's a really big step for us amateurs as actors and just as regular people. Mm-hmm. So I think that it was definitely a lot of pressure. There were a lot of different changes, and of course, with coming with just the production, like on screen, it's very difficult because we had to adjust to a lot of different changes, like I said before, where we had to change our characters on stage to fit the screen, to better fit the community and the message that we're trying to send out. I'm not sure if that makes sense, but I'll elaborate it more in the speech tonight.
Okay. You're giving the speech
I
tonight
am giving
too?
a speech tonight, yes.
Well, good luck to that, and thank you for interviewing.
I was the director, and I edited the film.
Okay. Yeah. And I know this film was a play turned into a film. Mm-hmm. How was that experience of that turnaround?
Yeah, it's pretty interesting because I actually didn't see the play, but from the story, I knew that there was something there that I could like work into a film. Obviously, there's things that that we had to change, but I think we kept the integrity of the story in the film too, which is the most important part. So.
Okay. Yeah. And is there anything, without spoiling the movie, is there anything that we should be expecting from this film when we watch it tonight?
Let's see. I don't think you should expect anything. That way you get to experience and you feel it more. Because if you expect something, then it doesn't hit as hard. I don't know. That's just for me. But
so it's gonna be more emotion.
Yeah, I'd say I've heard a few people cry already from this, so I'm pretty surprised. But yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry I didn't see you.
Well, maybe if you looked up, you would have. Gosh, can't believe this is my second time picking up my papers. Here, let me look at your notes.
Thank you, John Paul. Now with the movie only a couple minutes away, stay with us as we'll be right back to show you more people's thoughts on the movie.
My name is Heidi Moore, and I'm the Director of Emerging Markets and Inclusion with Froedtert and the Medical College of Wisconsin. I know that many people know about Froedtert and the Medical College of Wisconsin. We're the third largest healthcare system here in southeastern Wisconsin, and we're very proud of that. So the way in which Froedtert and the Medical College of Wisconsin has helped, or I would say partnered with the Hmong community has primarily been through Hmong New Year, and it's been really exciting. So for the past 5 years, we started by first attending Hmong New Year. Some of our leaders and staff, attended the awards or corporate appreciation. Now we actually have like a full service clinic where we do a lot of screening. We've been able to educate members of the Hmong community about diabetes, about high blood pressure. So I think it's important for Froedtert and the Medical College of Wisconsin to be a part of the Save Me Red Carpet event. This gives Froedtert and the Medical College of Wisconsin an opportunity to be a part of something that will, I believe, transform our communities of color in a very important way. So we are so happy that everyone has come this evening to be a part of the event.
My name is Janelle Hines, and I'm with the Greater Milwaukee Foundation. I'm the Senior Director of Grant Programs and Strategic Initiatives. The Greater Milwaukee Foundation is a community foundation. We're the largest community foundation in the state of Wisconsin, and we connect generous people with community needs that align with their interest areas, such as education and health and arts and community development. So we've built out a portfolio as a Hmong community. We had a recent program officer, her name was Pa Spancia, and she helped build out the portfolio. So there's been sponsorship with conferences, there's been some health-related translation services, and there's been this video that we help support. So mental health is a topic that we don't often talk about, yet it's a conversation that we need to have. And art can help to shine light on hidden issues and ease discussions around challenging topics. We at the Greater Milwaukee Foundation hope that people will watch this video production of Save Me, begin to talk about mental health and suicide in the Hmong community, so that the stigma can be defeated and lives can be saved. I want to thank people for coming out and being aware and learning about this issue so that we can work together to help address it.
Of the Hmong are diagnosed with a major depressive disorder, more than their Southeast Asian counterparts. The Cambodians came at 70%, and the Vietnamese and Laotians came at around 50%. Research also shows that 33% of our Hmong population suffer from a mental health disorder, compared to 18% of the general population. Yet research further shows that we are underutilizing mental health services. Now, perhaps the reason for that is because we conceptualize health and healing in ways that Western American culture do not. We believe that when a person is not well, it is because of a physical health condition or because of spiritual suffering. So, for example, for a condition that we might consider to be a major depressive disorder, perhaps the individual is feeling sad, hopeless, not sleeping well, their sleep is disturbed, their appetite is disturbed. Maybe they're hearing voices. Maybe they're just socially isolated, socially withdrawn. For those types of symptoms, in the Hmong culture, we might think maybe there's something wrong with their body. Maybe there's something wrong physically with them. So we seek a medical doctor for that. Or we might believe that that person has had some sort of spiritual suffering. So we seek a spiritual healer or a shaman for that. Now, the Hmong people do have other factors contributing to our mental health. And that is what we call gainoshia, right? Gainoshia, when we talk about that, we often attribute it to psychosocial stressors, life stressors. The pressures from life, marital problems, family issues, pressure from school, financial difficulties, friend problems, right? And for all of those psychosocial stressors, we may find the strategies in the Hmong community traditionally to be don't think about it. Oh, right? Go out, forget about it, find a distraction. Or suffer and endure. Pain Hmong. This perhaps is my fate, my mandate in life. Lashi, oluneng ka jong, ba ti chia de lutia mali tauren da jong. Just live a good life and hope that the next life will be a better life. And that's typically how we cope with gainoshia or stress or depression.
So wrong. Why am I still alive? I only hurt the people around me. Why didn't I die in my mom's place? The window, you know, wait inside. Check up money soon. Jagush money alive. What's the use of living?
Shane! 你在我这干嘛？你在
4, 3, 2.
I want you to think of your most happy place.
I hear water.
That's good. Are you there alone?
No. There's somebody with me.
The Black Church, we like to keep our business inside. We don't tell the family business. We don't go crazy. We don't go see psychologists, etc.
We were hoping the Hmong leader here understand and get it. So after this film, my hope is to take this to the Hmong leader and say, you know, people are dying and you're not paying attention to it.
It takes people like you to be brave and to maybe challenge thoughts and opinions that have always been there and to try to continue the conversation and to talk about it. But then it also takes partnership as a system for us to work together to develop services that best serve the community and really integrate the spiritual, the mind, the body, because really the healing process is mind, body, spirit. So how do we do that? How do we create services that can best fit the needs of the community? And we all need to work together to do that. It's not a Hmong community issue. It's a Milwaukee County, a countrywide, worldwide issue that needs to be addressed.
I think we should start to bring that conversation into households and to families. Talk about with your loved ones that are closer to you, and make a change with that. Participate, go and seek help, and you know, ask a lot of questions in the community when you're talking about this, and that helps a whole lot. So I think bringing it from outside inwards will really help as well. Welcome back. With the movie wrapped up, let's check up with John Paul and see what are everyone's thoughts on the movie.
So Donna, how was your overall experience of this whole event? What was your expectations coming in, and you know, what did you think of it?
Well, I didn't have any expectation coming in, but I thought it was very informative. I love the vendors that was here talking about mental health, bringing mental health awareness to the community. I love the play, and everything was just great.
And in the play and the short film, did it bring any new feelings? What kind of feelings did you have watching the film?
To be totally honest, it did broaden my horizon of mental health in the Hmong community. That is something that I did not know of and really didn't expect. So I was really, really, really surprised to see that.
What was your expectations coming in, and what was your thoughts of this whole event?
Well, coming in, I was really excited about the event. Save Me, red carpet, and the event exceeded my expectations. First off, just walking in and seeing everybody ready to go, gala spirit, dressed up, looking good, and so there was a great energy to it. And then I think actually experiencing the event, seeing the movie that was put together, and then the corresponding dialogue that happened after it was very powerful. I think as far as the movie went, for me, what was interesting to see is it develop and how the characters developed and how they really hit on a lot of things that I think are hard to talk about sometimes. And I think that is the way that we get through different discussions, is using mediums like film and things like that to be able to express differently. I enjoyed being on the panel. There were tough questions, right? Questions around religion, questions around sexual orientation, all kinds of things that go hand in hand with mental health. And so I was proud of the audience for being willing to take that risk and go into some tough spaces.
My name is Walter Lanier, Director of Community Engagement at MATC, founder of the Miracle Mental Health Network, also pastor of Progressive Baptist Church. And at each one of those three spaces do a lot of work around mental health and mental illness education.
Okay. And how was your overall thoughts of the film and the movie?
Film and the movie were great. It was well put together. Very impressed that these are all college actors. I don't know how many of them had formal training, but it was just a very impressive product. Dealt with a lot of very real issues. The range of issues that were covered were very impressive, dealing with shame, stigma, religion, shamanism, spirituality, depression, ghosts. It just was really education, bullying. It was a very impressive 75 minutes.
Okay. Any questions spark your interest or
Well, I think
attention?
here's what I think is we have a wide range of cultures, and we need to bring our cultural context, and those will be different. And then there's elements that are about being human, about listening to one another, about expressing and pursuing hope, about being available to hear what somebody has to say, and those are all common threads. And so that was kind of encouraging for me, and a reminder that while we have our diverse cultures, there's some core elements that are exactly the same.
I just feel so depressed all the time.
How long have you been feeling like this?
Ever since my mom died. She died in a car accident. It's all my fault.
Overall, how was your experience here, the Save Me red carpet event?
This Save Me event was phenomenal. This is the first that I know of for Pelong Hmong community throughout the nation, right? I think that it was a bold movement, and it's time because awareness suna mental health in our community. We need to move and make take urgent action these days now.
Mm-hmm. I know in the film, it hit some emotion for me. Yes. What was your thoughts, reaction after viewing the film?
So I actually saw the play Jaina when the students put it on at UW Milwaukee, and I was hit hard at the play. So I thought I came prepared tonight to see the actual video, but it hit me double whammy because I think over the course of the year between the play and the production, I realized how bold, again, this movement is. Mm-hmm. And why did it start with Bigya young folks, right? Like, it started there, and I am so proud of Bigya young folks that they took that boldness and really said, nobody's going to do anything about it. We will start the conversation. So I'm filled with pride. And why have we not done this earlier?
Can you tell us a little bit about you putting this event together and the amount of work that you had to do to fundraise all of this?
You know, this event is, I would say it's easy to put together because the message of this event is so strong that when I approach funder, they're willing to support 110%. And as a result, it makes my job so much easier. The cast and crew are wonderful. The directors were wonderful. And when you get things that are this wonderful and send a strong message to the Hmong community, it does make a huge difference in fundraising. So we were able to raise a substantial amount to support this project. And I'm really proud that we're able to do that.
Mm-hmm. And how was your overall experience watching this film for the first time? What was your reactions from this?
You know, I'm a person that don't really cry too often or cry that much or get emotional, but this film is really powerful in a way that it struck me in a really different way that I didn't realize how powerful it is, and it actually made me tear it up. I think it's really important that we recognize the symptoms of this kind of mental health so that we find resources to help, because without help and without friends and without resources, it's hard for a person to go through daily life with this kind of struggle. And I appreciate the crew and cast and the effort they put forward. And I think it's very powerful. And I hope that many young people can learn from this experience. And when they need help, they can definitely reach out for help in the community, because there's a lot of resource out there. Being open-minded is a positive attitude, and I'm hoping that this movie will open a lot of young people's mind as well as old people's mind, cultural different people's mind, so that we can seek help in our community.
The Save Me film, it was excellent. The cast and crew did a wonderful job. Maijo Vang did a wonderful job writing, producing it. The talented Soon directed the whole entire film, and he did such a fabulous job. So it turned out really well.
Mm-hmm. And we had such a great panel. What was your thoughts and reactions for the guests asking questions and the panels responding?
I was very pleased that our panel was able to collaborate as part of this event, and I am pleased that there was a lot of questions. So hopefully they'll start the dialogue about mental health issues in our community.
Becky, if you could just kind of give us a recap of what the Save Me movie was about.
Yeah, the Save Me movie was awesome. I think it was great that they were able to really touch on lots of stigmatism that's in the community as far as just the shaman and just traditional beliefs that's carried over on just how we cope with stress and cope with life situations, and how we need to actually be a little bit more open-minded about it. So I thought it was an awesome movie, and how they wrote it, and the actors and actresses were awesome. Definitely a movie I would recommend for all ages. It's a family night type of movie to sit down and really have a discussion after the movie too.
You know, in the beginning of the scene, it really was a tearjerker for me, but from you, did any kind of feelings come out of watching the whole movie?
Yeah, I mean, they did an awesome job of really digging deep into the emotions and really tapping into, the family, and moms, and the importance of parents, and having communication, and so yeah, it was sad, it was funny, and it had all the emotions in it.
Definitely. Well, thank you for your time, Becky. We're all set over here. The screening is done. Well, back to you, Malia.
This concludes our Nyob Milwaukee Save Me Red Carpet Special Edition to shine the light on mental health in our community. We appreciate you for joining our special June edition of Nyob Milwaukee TV, the first over-the-air Hmong television show in southeastern Wisconsin on WMLW The M. Follow and like us on Facebook and Instagram at Nyob Milwaukee TV, and subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nyob MKE. Before we say goodbye, we would like to leave you with this message. Encourage yourself, believe in yourself, and love yourself. Never doubt who you are. Until next time, may your community be blessed and inspired.
Hi, my name's Ellen Sexton, and I am CEO for United Healthcare Community Plan of Wisconsin, which means that I, alongside my team, serve 180,000 beneficiaries across the state of Wisconsin. So one of the things that we've done is actually worked with older Hmong women and their social isolation, and provided events with partners from games to cooking classes to exercise, and really help them sort of break out of their shell and do something new and different. And in many cases, right, that's the first step in a conversation with somebody about their medical and behavioral health. Mental health awareness is so important. 1 in 5 of us actually have a mental health issue or will at some point during our lives. But the real fact of it is that only 1 in 10 will seek treatment. To have people understand that they need to seek help. They need to talk about what their conditions are. Being able to be part of the Save Me Red Carpet is part of that step. I'd like to thank the audience tonight, and I hope they have a good time at the event to enjoy themselves. And when you think about United Healthcare, think about that we're difference makers in your community and helping you live healthier lives.